We might have an extra spicy trip coming up too, at the end of April, going into May. It's an exciting one. I can't tell you much about it, but holy fuck, like I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, the Rice-A-Roni space program. We're gonna load it up. What are we gonna do today? What did we do yesterday? We landed a rover on the moon, which we could probably use to get some more science, which we should probably do because we're not like super low on science, but we want to unlock some more stuff, right? We want to unlock some more stuff. Oh, and before we start as well, thank you so much, Steve2136 for the sub. Champ Final, thanks so much for the sub. Caboose, thanks for the 12 months, welcome back. Dash387, thanks for 13 months, welcome back. NZ Cyanide, thanks for gifting a sub to Miss Mashiara for 2 months. That's nice of you, thanks so much. And Nixter34, thanks so much for the sub too. Welcome aboard, all you guys. And welcome back to all you guys. Vacations, spicy trips. What about a little Australia trip? Man, I think realistically, when I finally do go to Australia, it's gonna be when SpaceX gets those rockets that can get me there in like 30 minutes. Because fuck, like a 20-hour flight. I can't handle it. 10 hours like to the west coast of the US is about my limit. Like I can't do it. It's too much. It means I have to be away for a very long time too, and it's not the best. All right, so we want to try to get high power electrics, thermal control system, a Gigantor XL solar array. These are the big boys, aren't they? These would be pretty good to get actually. Fuel cell, maybe not so much. This is electronics, so we'd have the double C seismic accelerometer, sensitive acceleration sensor, which when properly settled on a firm surface will detect and record accurate seismic activity data. And this is the big relay antenna as well. Okay, we could try to get that. That would be good. I don't know if we need this stuff just yet. Scanning tech could be useful. Infrared telescope to detect celestial bodies such as asteroids that may pose a risk to Kerbal. Surface scanning module. We got a survey scanner and an atmospheric fluid spectrovariometer. I think we want to try to get this stuff. We need more science stuff to send out on our probes and rovers and stuff so that we can amass more science, so that we can unlock more stuff. Heavy landing, I don't think we need just yet. All of this flight stuff, I don't think we need just yet. Composites, maybe. We get like another like protective shell, and there's a couple of like struts and things here. Looks a bit metalworks. Large volume containment. Oh, that's a big one. Look at the size of this bad boy. Holy crap. Signature heavy fuel tank designed to be used with their advanced rocket engines. We could think about getting that. Nuclear propulsion. I don't know. This Nerve atomic rocket motor looks awesome. I don't know like what we would use it for because I've never used it before. And then going further, we have advanced science tech. So there's like all of these different things. There's a drill here, mining excavator, some holding tanks, a negative gravioli detector. So we want to try to like break into more of these science things, I think, right? So we're gonna have to do some more sciencey stuff potentially. There's another SpaceX launch today. I don't know about that. Possibly. You might be right about that. Okay, let's go check out our rover that's currently on the moon and see if we can find another biome and transmit some more data. And then we'll send a rover to Duna, I guess, as well. That'll be like the next step, right? Fuck, this is so awesome. This whole setup is great, isn't it? It's so good. We're gonna need to wait a little while though for to get a bit of charge. Or will we ever? Will we ever? Is it always dark here, or was it just dark here when I left? Oh no, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Perfect. My understanding of the way that the sun and the moon works could use some work, actually. All right, can we reset this goo container now with our scientist? Is that possible, or do we need to dock for that to happen, or what? What is the deal with that? We have Jolie, who's now living on the moon, who can do an EVA. Good. Let's try to get her over here and see if she can reset this goo canister. Or is it an engineer that has to do it? I'm not sure. Restore. Ah. Okay, she has done it. This is her purpose being down here in the first place, is to do just this. That's her only job here. And also to just, like, you know, check on the science and stuff as well. All right, back on you go. I don't think she needs to go out on the little rover missions that we're gonna send out. She could just reset it when the rover comes back. Okay, so how now do we know where the biomes are? Isn't there like a way to, in the settings, like, can we turn on biomes or something like that? Double click mouse look, advanced tweakables. No, I don't think you can. I thought that there was a setting that said that you could see like an overlay of the biomes. So we might just have to like guess a little bit. I mean, maybe we could go to this huge crater. It's gonna take a little while to get there though, I think. I don't know if there's a way that we can just like set a target. Oh, look it. We got the Lunar Explorer with tangy zesty chicken strips and some veg relay here. Look at this. The relay. That's so good. The relay is just orbiting around. And that's what's helping us beam the data back to Kerbal. We're gonna have to do something similar to that on Duna, right? Alt F12 in the debug menu. There's a map on the wiki. The relay sounds tasty. I know it is a very tasty, very, very tasty relay, isn't it? Okay, well, I guess we could go explore this big crater, because I think this big crater will definitely be a different biome. And while we're over there, so which way is this big crater in relation to where we are now? How do I work this out? How do I know which way to go? How will I know? Using a wiki. No? Debug menu is really cheaty? Okay. Okay, I won't do it. I won't do it then. We'll try to figure this out manually. Okay, let's take off the brakes. Let's turn this bad boy around, because I think it might be over this way. I'm not sure though. Okay, and the steering's all fucked up again. So we're gonna have to change the steering on this bad boy again, so that we can actually make some... Okay, the rover is going out. The rover is going out to do some more science, boys. Let's go. I don't think I can do a fast travel or anything like that, though. No. For the love of turn off turning on the back and middle wheels. You think so? Turning. How do I steering disabled? Steering disabled. Oh yeah, that is a little bit better. Because we were turning on all wheels, weren't we? We just want to turn on the front wheels. That makes sense. That actually does make a bit of sense to me. So we're going to be more stable now? Okay, good. Let's see, which way are we going? No idea. We'll just try going this way and see where it takes us. See if we can find a different biome and some more science. We'll just like test every once in a while to see. So we're still in the moon's highlands. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, I'm fixed. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. Hey, what's up, Crelly? How you doing? Long time no see. Or is it? I'm not sure. Oh, we seem to be sort of heading the right way here. We could like adjust a little bit. Okay, we're full charge as well on this thing. Maybe when we get like out of this sort of cratery bit, it'll make more sense. Maybe if we can catch a glimpse of the horizon. Oh God. Oh Lord. Slow down before it's too late. Okay, perfect. That was a huge jump. We got mad air there. We don't want the rover to get that much air, I don't think, in the future. Okay, we're out of here now. Is this different? No, it's still the highlands. Okay. It's probably going to take a little while for us to get out of the highlands. It's probably a pretty big biome, right? No? The hang time, I know, was sick, wasn't it? It was like Michael Jordan up here on the moon. From that movie Space Jam, you remember that one? So it's a bit of a later start for me today, so it means that it's going to be a shorter stream. Sorry, pals. I'm sorry about that, but it's nice that we're here anyway, right? We'll still be able to get a couple of things done, I think. I was playing a little bit of Surviving Mars last night. I'm starting to like the game a bit more. Maybe we'll do some streams on it. Like the first time I played it, I thought it was like a bit... I didn't really like It didn't click very much, but I was playing it last night. It's quite fun. There's a surprising amount of depth to it, which is pretty good. Clicking the speed meter might change the nav ball to horizontal mode. No, it's just surface and orbit. I don't know if I can do that. Highlands still. Which way are we? Okay, so we need to sort of like, oh fuck. We can't turn that sharp. Recover, you bitch. Oh god, no. That's a bad roll. Oh, that's a terrible roll. Oh, good. Jeez. That was a really sharp turn. Fuck, you can't turn that sharp, it turns out. Get it? Turns. You can't do a turn that sharp. Okay, I think this is the way that we want to go. We probably want to avoid this crater, though. We'll work our way around it. The luck on this rover, I know. God, we got really lucky. Really lucky that we didn't flip it right over. That would have been it. We would have been screwed. We want to make sure that this thing stays operational for as long as possible. Can any of like the parts get damaged or whatever? Like, would we need to send an engineer here to repair them or something? Is that a thing? Do more stunts. I really don't want to do more stunts. I really don't. There's a limit on the amount of stunts that I want to do in one day. We've already reached it. We're all stunted out now. No? Rover wheels can break. Oh god. Jeez. Let's hope that never happens. Can we see what the wear and tear is like on it? Not really. Okay, we're gaining a tremendous amount of speed here. We're gonna have to slow down a little bit. And adjust our turns ever so slightly too. So we don't want to crash. Let's see if we're somewhere different. Highlands still. So we're heading down this way and we're going to work our way around here and then try to head this way towards this really big crater. It's going to take forever though. You hold, your travel direction is just below the nav ball. We're heading 130 degrees. I think we're heading the right way. The way I want to be heading right now anyway. No? Are we there yet? No, we're not. We can't 2 times warp while we're moving either. Sadly. I think that big crater is just over there though. Rice running lunar colony lander 5 million with salsa and beans, and this is the tangy. Oh no, this is the one. That's the base. God, we haven't really made it that far away from the base at all. Back to Winnipeg. Dad, I need to pee. Shut up back there. We'll be there when we get there. Stop asking. Man, I went on so many car trips when I was a kid. We had all that. I remember my dad, like, if we were really like playing up in the back seat, saying like, "Are we there yet?" and like whining, complaining, you just see this massive hairy arm come back from the front, and, like try swatting us and stuff. Ah, fuck. It's true. My dad, he was a little bit abusive. Just a little bit.
Missed you all.
Just a little.
Good news regarding my stolen motorcycle.
Oh shit.
A suspect has been found.
The saga
We got them boys. Keep you all up to date as I know more.
The saga
Kiss
continues.
less than 3.
Mr. Teabags, I'm glad that we got an update on your motorcycle theft, man. Thanks so much for the bits. Thanks so much for them bits. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. You might need your bits to hang on to your bits for the legal fees, though. Because what if you have to, like, rinse that guy in court, no? Yeah? Got caught? Nice. Were they on CCTV? They weren't wearing bandanas or anything? They weren't masking themselves? Fucking criminals, eh? The worst. Oh shit, boys. You know what else? I started watching Westworld last night. I didn't even realize I could watch it, but I've got a subscription to Now TV in the UK, which gets all of the HBO stuff on Sky Atlantic. And Westworld Season 1 is on there. I didn't really know what to expect. Honestly, I never really looked into it or anything. I honestly thought that it was just going to be a Western or something. Like, kind of like Deadwood or something. Because, you know, like the name Westworld and whatever. So I didn't really know what to expect. Also, I don't seem to be able to slow down. Is that right? Let's brake a little bit. Because we're going really fast. I started watching it. Holy fuck, is it ever good? I love it. I love the whole idea of it. It's so creepy, isn't it? Jeez. It's a great show. Season 2 trailer looks fantastic. So, like, I'm only, like, halfway through the second episode. And I'm loving it so far. But I'm guessing that, like, the cyborgs are just gonna... If you don't want this to be spoiled, by the way, stop listening. Because I'll talk about it, like, a little tiny bit. But I'm guessing that the cyborgs are going to somehow realize that they're alive somehow, because I think the Anthony Hopkins guy is like getting old and getting like, you know, that's his life's work or whatever, and he just wants them to like finally be able to be actual people. So they're gonna develop like sentience, and then they're gonna have like a revolt against like the Westworld and like the overlords or whatever. Is that where it's heading? Don't spoil it because I haven't seen much of it. That's just my prediction. I think that's what's going to happen because already the robots are showing signs of like having like, you know, memories and them affecting them emotionally and stuff like that. So, yeah, maybe. No, what a nonsense. No. All right. Okay, well, we'll see. But yeah, so far it's fucking awesome. It's really good. I like it a lot, actually. I've really been enjoying it. Okay, we have to avoid this big crater coming up here. Let's see if we've moved out at all. No, we haven't. We're still in the highlands. I think we're going to be in the highlands until we get to around that crater, potentially. So we'll have to see. We're at least going like kind of fast now, though. We've picked up a fair amount of speed here, which is good. I can alt plus warp? Does that actually work? No, I can't warp. I can't alt warp. Oh, I can. Okay. Good. Alt warp does work. Okay. I just don't want to... I don't want to bust the... 4 times will bust the physics and probably send us flying, though, right? We need to find, like, a flat bit that we can just, like, warp around on, and we'll get there a little bit quicker. It's important to get the science, right? We need 300 science for the next thing that we want. We have, like, 170 or something, so this might just do it. Okay, we want to avoid this big crater too, so I can go like... Okay, that's much better, guys. Thanks so much. We'll get there a lot quicker now with the warp. Be nice. Oh god, see, I did it! I should never go 4 times. Come on, let's get a lucky flip. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, good. Okay, never go 4 times warp, though, because it'll send you flying. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. No. This is a bad flip. It's a flip without speed. Let's put the brakes on, quick. Correct. Oh, correction. Let's save. Let's save. Good lord. Okay, I've lost my heading now. No, I haven't. It's fine. It's over here. Okay, good. Yeah, the 4 times warp really fucks around with the physics, doesn't it? It really does. We have to be very careful about that. Okay, let's see if we're getting... Okay, we're still in the highlands. That's fine. Okay, let's pick up some speed again. Not too much, though. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Turn off my brakes. They're off. Don't worry. They're off. We got the lights on and stuff, too. It's great. Gear action group. I don't know what that is, but... Oh, for landing gears. Oh, we can set, like, different gears to different action groups. Or something. Good. Good to know. Okay, there's a rocky bit coming up here that we're going to have to be a little bit careful of. We also want to avoid, like, this side of the crater, I think. God, it's so fucking far away. Holy shit. Who would have thought the moon would be so big? I guess, like... I guess it is a small rover. I mean, I guess we're making pretty good... We're covering a fair amount of distance here, considering. It's like driving a car on the Earth, right? It takes a long time to get places. Luckily, we can warp a little bit. But, no. It is a small rover. Yeah, it is. You're right, Crelly. It's a really tiny rover. So yeah, but yeah, Westworld is great. I'm looking forward to seeing like where it goes and stuff. I like it. Anthony Hopkins is such a fucking good actor, isn't he? He's getting really old now, though. I noticed, like, he's got to be, like, almost 80 years old now, that guy. He's really good, though. He's got very intense stare, doesn't he? Very intense indeed. Those eyes. Those eyes of his, they like, stare right through you. He sort of looks at you, and he's got, like, the funny droop thing going. He's, like, stares right at you. Well, not at you, but, like, his actor friends, his co-actors, his supporting cast. Oh. Sexy eyes. I wouldn't say that they're sexy. I just think that they have an intensity about them. They're definitely a little bit intense. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Maybe we just need, like, multiple rovers. I feel like I just want to have one rover. I just want to have one rover on these planets, though. I don't want to be messing around with multiple rovers. I guess these missions take years to do in real life, though, normally, right? Because they have such a... They don't move very fast, and they have a lot of ground to cover. That's generally sort of how it works, right? There's absolutely nothing sexy about him. I don't know. He's got intense eyes, though. I mean, even in Silence of the Lambs, he's pretty old back then, too, wasn't he? So he's only older now. The scale of reality is just too big. This is the best game ever made. It's not bad, is it? It's pretty amazing to think that we're just on the moon right now with a little unmanned rover, potentially going to be doing some science. If we can make it to, like, a place where it's worth doing the science. Planets are like 10 to 100 times bigger in reality. That's true too, yeah. That's true. You're right about that. They are much bigger, aren't they? We've made a fair amount of distance here, though. It's pretty good. Okay, we have to slow down and pick up some speed, because trying to pick up speed while warping is generally not the best. We're lucky here, it's nice and flat.
I am a tramp. Blanche, have you heard the latest ad campaigns? Join the Navy, see the world, sleep with Blanche Devereaux. Join the Army, be all you can be and sleep with Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, man.
Less than 3 Erica.
Thanks, Erica. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for the $10. Man, Blanche Devereaux is such a hussy, though. She really is, like... They don't make them like that on TV anymore. I don't think you're allowed to have such an aggressive hussy on TV anymore. It's too offensive. But Blanche, in her time, holy crap, look out. She was a real man-eater. She ate them for breakfast. She had mirrors on her ceiling. Above her bed. I mean, too hot for TV now, I think. I don't think you're allowed to have that on TV anymore. She was like almost offensive as well. Almost. Not quite. Where are we? Oh yeah. Okay, we need to start turning off a little bit. We need to be heading more like this way, but we have to avoid further craters. Need to pick up a bit of speed too. Hopefully flatten out a little bit after this hill. No? Your mom has those mirrors? That's... wow, okay. Set the station as a navigation point? I don't know how I would get to where I need to go doing that though. Can I do like a maneuver and warp to it or something? You can't do maneuvers on the ground, I guess. Holy shit, did you see that? Okay, we don't want to head to this crater. We want to work our way around this crater, I think. God, this is a big fucking crater. Holy shit, look at the size of it. We just want to get to a new biome to do some science. And then hopefully unlock some other stuff so that when we send we can make a rover Mark II that we can send to Duna and get even more science that way. So I think thinking about going to Duna, we're going to have a similar setup to what we had last time, but we're going to have to add the relay transmitter thing that's going to hold orbit in Duna and help us send our science back. So we're going to have to get that Gigantor Communitron thing to help us with that, right? We're gonna have to. So this is this crater here that we're just sort of skirting around. And then once we hit a new biome here and get the science, we can stop doing this. We just need a little bit. Oh no. Well, there goes the battery pack. Oh god, like the worst thing. Why did that blow up? Fuck. We're so far away now. We're so far back. Oh god. Oh, man. Okay, put the brakes on. Hibernation on. Hibernation off. Electric charge. Is there some way that we can just fucking automate this thing? Like, can we do it from the tracking station? Send it flying at 4 times warp. Hit the new, please just use a space plane for this or something. Oh man, I don't want to though. You know what I would love to do? I would love to just set this to automatically go and seek out science. Can you do that? There's no way. No. But a rover on the moon is a pain in the bee. Hibernation disables the probe core control but stops it draining the power. Oh god, it's gonna take so long for us to get anywhere, right? Like, I don't even know where I think that this big crater is a new biome, but it is just gonna take years for us to get there at this rate. Oh look, there's the relay. So maybe we just got all the science that we're gonna get from this. Fuck, god damn, we need a little bit more science. Rovers are just not that good in this game. Warp speed times 4. Well, it's just gonna crash for sure if we do that. It is just gonna crash for sure. Okay, let's upgrade this space plane hangar so that we can use more parts on our rovers. So, I mean, a rover is gonna be good to send to Duna though, right? It'll be good to send a rover to Duna. Because then we can get science that we would have not been able to get otherwise. The Riceroni Luna Explorer. This is the one that we sent, right? That has the all the shit on it. This was the one. I think we just need some more fuel potentially. Because we were kind of low on fuel by the time we got here, weren't we? And then we probably have to outfit this to be a bit different. Actually, we need to change this whole thing. Okay, we'll just change the whole thing. Okay, let's get the rover then. with the headlights on. Okay, we're gonna go for something very similar, but it's just gonna be a little bit different for landing on Duna. Because we just need to parachute it down, right? So it's gonna be totally different. Might save us like on some weight and stuff. Okay, so payload, we're gonna go for the service bay. How did we do this last time? Oh yeah, it was like this, wasn't it? And then we do the reroute. Wait, that didn't work. Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's open this up and we'll put in the things that we need. So we had, how did we do this last time? We had, where was it again? Construction? Structural. Oh yeah, we had this adapter in here. And then we had a decoupler, a small decoupler. Not a big one. It's the TD06 decoupler. Perfect. Okay, excellent. So we can close that. So that's the rover safe. And then we want, we're gonna want a heat shield at the bottom of this as well, because this is gonna fall down to the surface of Duna, right? It's gonna go right down to Duna. What else do we need on this? What else do we need to send down to Duna? We're gonna want to have a science thing. We're gonna want to have a science junior go down to Duna as well, which might survive. It might just survive, I think. Okay, we're gonna want to have an antenna on this as well. We're gonna want to have an antenna on this too for it to go down. We're gonna need some solar panels on this bad boy as well. Are we gonna send the whole core down? I don't know if we need to send the whole core thing down. Switch decoupler for a small stack separator to prevent exploding. Oh really? Duda's atmosphere is very thin. Okay, we'll get a lot of parachutes. So you say switch this decoupler to a stack thing? What's that? Stack separator instead of the decoupler. Oh, is the decoupler too explosive for slicing a rocket into, but it's more compact size manual. So the ejection force is 50 on that, and it's 50 on this as well. It's just the same, isn't it? Stack separator. We could try it out. We'll try it out. See how it works. Maybe it'll be a bit better. Okay. So we have the antenna. this is gonna relay back to a thing that's gonna stay in orbit around Duna. That's how we're gonna do it. Unless we just put the actual relay arm thing on here. But then we can't well, we could transmit it actually through the relay arm, right? It's fine. Decrease the decoupler force. Can I actually do that? So I can make it like half stack separator. We just want it to decouple, but we don't want it to fucking launch it like up, right? Lower the ejection force on the decoupler to 0%. Do more batteries to the buggy make it go faster? No, I don't think it does. It's just I think it's just the wheels that control how fast it can go. Okay, that's fine. So we'll have that. What else do we need? Some science. We're gonna be doing most of the science that we're gonna be doing is gonna be from the rover, so that's fine. We got all the goo containers on there and stuff as well. What goo did we not do? We've done the orbital goo, so we can do a goo container on the rover itself from far away from Duna, and that should give us some more science as well. That should be fine. We'll have to try to remember to do that. And then we'll have an atmospheric science reading. We'll do an atmospheric science reading on the way down, and then we'll do a surface science reading as well. So maybe we want 2 of these things, but we don't want this thing to be too heavy. Because already it's like kind of heavy. Why is that like clipping through? I don't know if we can do this. I think we have to like snap them on. I don't think we can actually do that because there's like just the one snap point at the top, right? Why is it trying to go sideways like this too? It's really annoying. Why is it trying to go in the middle like that? There, okay, that's better. Okay, so we'll get that science, and then we'll do the other science. We got all the science on the rover as well, and then we transmit it all back up. Okay, so we're gonna have to have some parachutes and stuff on this too, right? We're gonna have to have a whole bunch of parachutes. And I think we're gonna need to have some solar panels on here too, just in case. So we can go like, let's put a battery on here. We'll put a big battery on here just in case, because we're going to need to be able to transmit this stuff. And then let's get some solar panels on here too. Just some crappy ones. Should be fine. That's good. Okay, and then we're going to want to have... one of these on here as well, and we're gonna need a small inline reaction wheel as well. That'll be good. Do we need some RCS at the bottom as well, just in case? Or do you think we can just do this with parachutes? Do you think we could do it with parachutes? What are these? The radial mount parachutes. We're gonna need one of these big parachutes, I think. Sure. Do you think that that's going to be enough parachutes to slow us right down? I hope so. Okay, we're going to have to put this thing in here for the beep, 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 beep when we get down there. Okay. Do you think that that's going to be fine? Use an engine as well as multiple parachutes. Okay, we'll try it like that. It might be a little bit of trial and error, right? Might just be a little tiny bit of trial and error. Okay, so coupling, we want to have a TD25 coupler here. And let's also put on some fairing as well. We're going to have to go for the big boy. Okay, wonderful. I think that's all we need, pretty much, to get down. And then with the rover as well. The rover weighs a little bit, but we have 5 parachutes to get this thing down. If that doesn't work, well, fuck, I don't know. A beautiful lander, more chutes. Remove the driver's seat from the rover. Oh yeah, we're not sending anyone there, so that's a good idea. We can remove the driver's seat. We don't need that. And then we can put like maybe another solar panel on, just in case. Okay, perfect. All right, let's close this up. Okay, good. So far, so good. Okay, now we're gonna need to get to where we're going as well. Oh, and also, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna go for this one again. So hang on a second. For Duna, we're gonna want to have one of these, okay, and a poodle. We're gonna shove a poodle on here. Nice. And we're also gonna put the relay, the high gain antenna. This is gonna be the relay that's gonna orbit. And then let's also put on some. Do we want these ones that come out again? I liked this setup last time. I thought this was awesome, actually. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll set these to an action group for the lights, like we did last time, right? So we're gonna select these bad boys, and we're gonna say extend and retract, and then we're gonna get rid of this toggle light. Perfect. Okay, so that's that. That'll be that part. So we can decouple again here. Perfect. Okay. And then we just actually have to get this into orbit around Duna. And hopefully we'll just get a buttload of science for this as well. It'd be nice. Okay. Fuel tanks. We'll go for some of these big boys. And then we'll go for the mainsails. Because they're pretty good, right? Mainsail. Or do we need a little bit extra fuel? It's a far way to go, isn't it? Mainsail. God damn. Okay, we'll put the fins on here as well for the extra control. God damn. That's big. Okay. Coupling. Let's get these bad boys on as well. Good. Let's get some of these bad boys here too. So this is heavier, right? I think for the moon we used two mainsails either side as well, didn't we? pretty sure we did, right? That might be overkill for this, though. I think this is less heavy. But there is all that fuel at the top, though. So maybe we go like this. So we put these nose cones on. No? What? The new PFP makes it so hard to tell that I'm alive? Is that true? You can't see that I'm actually alive? Okay, we'll put some battery packs on that. Move this down a little bit. Oh, wait. Wait, I haven't thought this through completely. Because this bit's gonna need a little bit of extra on it as well, isn't it? We're gonna need like one of these, and then let's go for a poodle on here too, with a decoupler. Because that bit's gonna have to do the maneuver to get it into the descent. Right? Am I right when I say that? Lower the min pressure on the parachute so they won't open until you're like 10 meters from the ground. Really? Probe core. We got the probe core on here. Look, it's right here. Structural. Let's put the training wheels on the side. And then let's go for external fuel ducts as well. And then we need some struts. Some strut connectors. Is that true? But the orbital stage needs a probe cord to keep the relay running. Oh, right. Does it really? The relay was running fine last time we didn't have a probe on there. Okay, I'll put a probe core on there. My bad. Can we not attach it like onto the side? Apparently not. Is there something that we have to like put it onto? What? I'm so glad you don't know how to play this. Hang on a second. How can I put this thing on the side? Stick it on the side of the fuel tank? That's where I want it. That's where I want to put it. That is precisely where I want it to be. Okay, so we're gonna have to put it like down here. It's gonna have to have some fairing as well, right? God damn. So if I edit this fairing now. Oh, it's gotta be the other side. Whoops. It only goes down. Fine. That works. That works. It's got batteries and it's gonna have solar on it too, right? We're gonna extend out these solar panels when we get into space as well. Okay, so that should be fine. That decouples from here. And that'll be all of that. And then the rest of it should be fine too. Okay. God, this is a big boy, isn't it? Holy shit. Okay, so this is the Rice-A-Roni Duna rover injector with beef strips and some hot and tangy barbecue sauce. Perfect. Okay, we have pretty much everything we need. We just have to sort out the sequencing of events here. So this stuff all goes here. That pops, and then that pops, and then we have this engine. We have this fairing. That's fine there. Then that pops. We got this engine here, and then that's fine for that too. And then this pops, and then we have the parachutes for the descent, and then that pops. Good. It's cost us 114,857 bucks to do this. This thing weighs 293 tons. 93 parts. I wonder if this is actually all gonna work. Well, there's no way to know, right? Unless we actually try it out. So let's try it out. We're gonna go to launch. We got everything, right? I did put parachutes on it, yeah. Pressure on the chutes needs to be lower. Can I adjust that now? Probably not, right? Okay, let me revert the flight back to the assembly. So pressure on the chutes needs to be lower because the atmosphere is thin. Is that right? The pressure is super low on these. 1,000. The altitude's 1,000. It's gonna pop at 1,000. No? I can't put it in. Right click on the parachutes anytime to change the min pressure, but it's easier in the VAB. Decoupling on the probe to 0%. I think it's fine. I think honestly, I think it's fine. Bang on. Need to increase the altitude. What, to like 2,000? For it to slow down? $2,000? Turn the altitude up a bit. Set the min pressure to 0.2. I can't. 0.4 is as low as it goes, baby. It's right at the bottom. Yeah? Min pressure should be able to go lower. No. This is the same floppy Dongner rocket from the other day. It's very similar, yeah. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna try it like this, okay, and see how it goes. Because we won't know until we've tried it out, right? Everything looks fine. Good. Let's try this out. We have to wait for the moon and the stars to align before we can launch to Duna, though, right? This is a thing. This is definitely a thing that we have to do. So currently, is it okay like this? It's probably fine like this, right? It's fine. The dong will flop. That'll be fine. Did I adjust all the parachutes? Yeah, I did. I was slightly late. I mean, it's in a triangle. That's how I understand how this works. But normally I do it like when Kerbal is like down here. And it's a triangle like that. So maybe maybe we have to just skip forward time a lot. Line it up properly. This is Skyrim, yeah. Kerbal needs to be behind Duna. Okay. Think of all the contracts that are going to lapse and recreate themselves now. God damn, this is going to take forever. We have to wait for like 10 years for this launch to come into play now. The moon and the stars need to align perfectly for this to work. What year? It's going to take an entire year. Okay. We have to wait a whole year for the mission to go ahead. We have to fast forward time by 1 year. 1 year later. No new science. Just a bunch of contracts and stuff. The Rice-A-Roni space program has stagnated slightly. Yeah. The poor scientist on the moon is just sitting there. She's fine. She's doing science. She's doing a bunch of different science. She's doing some background science. It's fine. Yeah, I sent a mission to Duda yesterday. We sent a probe to Duda. We orbited Duna, got some science, and then we jumped over to Ike. And the probe is currently in orbit around Ike doing science. That one would have been a perfect one to do the relay from. But I didn't future-proof it. I didn't add a relay thing to it, so... No. All of my Kerbals died from old age. It's only been a year. Jesus. They're all young and peppy. They're not going to die in 1 year. Maybe from a disease, sure, but like... They're not going to die of old age in 1 year unless they were already pretty old. But I'm pretty sure most of our recruits are young, peppy, zesty recruits. So it should be fine. All right, we're coming up to where we can actually launch, right? It's like now-ish. That should probably be okay, right? I think that's okay. All right. Before we launch, let's quick save at the point of launch, and then we can just revert from here if we ever need to. Let's go full throttle, and let's blast off. Oh my god, this rocket is a lot heavier than I thought it would be. We might need to use the big boy instead. It's a very heavy one. Bend my knees in time. No? Alright. Sure. We have liftoff. I can't even remember what we named this craft. We named it something really dumb though. That much I do remember. Anyway, this dumb craft has lifted off and is ready to go. We're gonna start slightly adjusting. But we don't want the big dong to flop over. Crap. I'm not sure which probe core is actually controlling this, but the angle is like all wrong. Okay, nice. Nice. It's a little bit lopsided, but it's looking good. We're gonna run out of fuel in a second. On that stage. All of our numbers are looking good. Okay, great. We have separation. We're doing our climb. I'm gonna get it up to 80, I think, because I feel a little bit more confident with things at 80. Okay, perfect. Let's put the maneuver in for orbit.